Hi guys. So one of the biggest problems or mistake that I see landscaping companies make is that once they get a customer, for example, they spend money on ads, they get a lead, and then they turn it into a customer. They deliver the service, and then that's it. The customer never hears from them again, which is a big mistake in my opinion. So, and it makes you instead of from one customer get multiple, deliver multiple services, and also from that one customer get a lot more customers. You just, you put in one input and you get one output. So one customer equals one paycheck. And you think that's fine, but it really isn't. That because that makes you not being able to scale, to never scale basically without actually breaking the bank. And if right now you are in that exact situation and you think you see that you can't really scale, this is probably one of the biggest obstacles in front of you. So there are two types of landscaping companies. uh, One is unleveraged, another one is leveraged. The first one that I talked about, which are the types that just spend money on ads, they get leads, they deliver the service, and that's it. Those are unleveraged, and it's going to be really hard, if not impossible, for them to scale because again, one input equals one output. What you need and want in order for you to scale is one input, 10 outputs, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, for example, most of these companies that do this, they you can only make from around 15K from just from 10 leads, or that really depends. The landscaping industry is huge, and it really depends on the services that you deliver. But I'd say that's a pretty good number. So to get to being a leveraged landscaping company, you need to do this instead. So you need to get leads, whatever where you use. We use ads for our clients, and then you deliver the service. And after you deliver the service, actually that exact customer, you sell them again and again. And after selling them again and again, you get even more customers from that one customer. So instead of one input, one output, one input equals actually 10 or more outputs. So one customer equals 5 to 10 paychecks, if not even more. And so in this case, they can only make from 15K, around 15K from 10 leads. In this case, with the same pricing, same service, same exact everything, they can make from 75K to 100K from, that one customer. And I'm going to show you why or how. The reason why these leverage landscaping companies, I need to correct that. The reason why they make this kind of money and not this kind of money is because they understand this. So it's going to be three things that I'm going to list in this video. And the first thing being customer retention campaigns. So instead of just getting one customer and then, when the service is delivered or the job is done, you just, you're really excited and then you're really happy about getting that customer, and then you just go spend even more money on ads to get other customers. But you might feel that that's okay, that's great, yeah, that's partly true, but also why not do this? What I'm gonna show you, if you can, it's just pretty easy to do. So you need customer retention campaigns. So after the job is done, you actually send them automated retention offers. So all of this, everything I'm going to talk about in this video can be automated, and the way we do it for clients is automated. So you can do a lot of ways, but I'm going to list three. For example, seasonal services. This really depends on, on the range of services that you can actually provide. But for example, lawn prep for summer, fall cleanups, spring lawn care. So those are pretty good to actually retain clients, and from one client get them to pay you multiple paychecks per multiple services that you provide them with. And for this one, maintenance deals, for example, ongoing lawn or garden care. Again, that really depends on your services, but this is an example. And what that would mean is regular appointments. And what regular appointments mean is basically regular cash. And that's kind of the goal for every, not just landscaping businesses or local businesses, but actually every business. And the last one is birthdays and special events offers. So most companies, not just landscaping companies or local companies, they don't really care enough about the customers to collect their birthdays. And if you actually see the big companies who, if you even have, uh, if one time you opted into some kind of company, for example, you probably have a Facebook account, right? So if you're on Facebook, they're probably going to send you, a happy birthday on your birthday, because they know how important data is and how that makes customers feel loyal, and special, because that company actually know their birthday, and which is obviously they just know because of technology and systems that they have. But if you do that, if you collect your customers' birthdays, you can actually send them special event offers, for example. And as I said, again, all of this is supposed to be automated. So with emails and SMS, for example, $50 off your next lawn service, they claim the discount and then they feel special because it's exclusive to them. They know that you actually haven't just you just didn't get a list of people of your customers or whatever, and then just send them that exact blast offer. They know that it's probably just gonna be just them on that day, or if you have multiple customers that have birthday in the same day, then that's a good coincidence. But they know they feel special because they know that you have sent them exclusively for them and not to a blast list, and that makes them even more loyal to you. So they buy again and again from you just because you did this little thing that shows that you actually care about your customers. And all of this is going to make you turn one customer into repeat buyers, with more revenue from just one customer. So a single customer, for example, initially booked one lawn moving job, might return for seasonal cleanups or regular maintenance and lawn for fertilization, for example. This, as I said, this really depends on the services you can actually provide, generating additional revenue from the same client. So from the same client, for this one, for example, for maintenance deals, it can literally be every 2 weeks, every month, every 2 months, stuff like that. For seasonal services, can be one time a year, 2 times a year. So, and with birthdays, obviously, it's one time a year. And the next system is referral, a referral system. So a lot of landscaping companies do actually understand, which is a good thing. They do understand the power of referrals and how it can, really help a business scale and make more revenue and more profits. But they think that just because they delivered an amazing service, although people are probably, if they do that, people are probably going to talk about the services. They think that just because they did that, now those customers are going to refer everyone to them, and they're going to scale overnight or make even more money overnight, which is here's a rude awakening for you. It's not going to happen. So what you should do instead is give them incentives. So after because even if you deliver the best service in the world, they might care, but then trust me, they're not going to care enough to actually refer you to everyone they know. They have other things to do in life. So when you actually finish a job or deliver a service, you should have an automated referral program. And the main thing here is, as I said, incentives. You need to give them incentives for the people that you actually deliver the service to refer other people with, for example, automatic email and SMS thanking clients, thanking them for being a customer. And then you present the referral program and give them, these are just examples, for example, discounts, gift cards, cashback if they actually refer someone to you, and then you send them another email or SMS, for example, or the same one, refer a friend, for example, and get 20% off your next service. And you really need, after that, a CRM to actually know who is a customer and basically who referred whom, just so you don't get lost, and to make sure also that you have automatic workflows that with the CRM, they when you drag a lead or a customer from one stage to another, some workflows automatically go off and rewards are delivered automatically, so you don't have to be doing it manually, which is going to be a headache. And then you need to send them reminders to keep it on top of their mind, because even with all of this, life gets busy. If they still didn't claim it, you automatically send them reminders with additional benefits. You might send them an email that looks like this: act now and earn double rewards this month. So for example, if your incentive was $100 off your next, or once you refer a friend, then make it $200. And they're probably going to claim it then. And once they do, you're going to encourage multiple referrals by offering increasing rewards. So as you can see, it's like a game. So you ask them for a referral, and if they don't actually act on if they don't refer anyone, you even double the benefit. And once they do, you don't just stop there. You actually encourage them to refer even more people, and that can look something like this. So for the first referral, you get them, for example, this is just an example, 10% off. For the third referral, 50% gift card. For the fifth referral, sorry, a free premium service. So I think you get the idea here. And with this kind of gamification, you just kind of make them even or almost addicted to your service and your landscaping services basically. But you also need to have incentives for referees, so the people that are actually going to be referred from your old customers or from the customers that you have served. And you also need SRM and workflows, as explained before. You, for example, send them a welcome email, that can be or SMS or both. That can be something like this: referred by a friend, save 50% on your first service. And always, you need to add urgency, because the people that might be even super interested, but they might just forget. So you really need to make them act as fast as possible for you to benefit and for them to benefit as well. And for example, you can tell them that the offer is only valid for 7 days after the referral. Once they claim the offer and you deliver the service, this is where kind of the magic happens. You ask them to become a referrer. So what we've talked about till now is that you've got one customer. That customer referred people, and when you saw that they actually referred people, you asked them to refer even more people. They did that, and then you went to the people that had been referred to you, and then you delivered the service, and you asked them to do the same thing. So from one customer, you got, you first of all you served again and again, and then you got multiple customers from them, and then from those multiple customers, you're gonna get even more even more customers from just those. So without actually having to spend any dime on ads, basically. So from one loyal client, uh, or one loyal client could refer 5 new clients, each of whom could refer 2 to 3 more, which is exactly what I just explained, creating a compounding effect, another ending cycle of cash, which is the dream of every business owner. And something that I forgot to mention here is that referrals, so when a customer refers someone, that person is going to be actually pre-qualified, because they come with built-in trust from the person that referred them. The person that referred them, if they actually trust him enough and go with you, then they're going to be basically pre-qualified. So a lot of people spend a lot of money on ads, and they don't even get qualified leads. Which is, if you watch my other videos, I'm more about qualification and getting actually qualified leads that want to buy right now instead of a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But from these, you didn't spend $1, and you got pre-qualified leads, which is great. And the last thing is reactivating old clients. You probably heard of this one, but still, a a lot of landscaping companies don't really, so they get a customer that actually, and once they deliver the service, that customer actually trusts them, and is willing to actually get their services again. They are willing to get their services again. But what happens is that that customer actually becomes cold, because now you just lost contact with them, and next time when they need something, you need a landscaping service, some might remember you and actually call you, but most, let's just be honest, most of them won't, and they just call the whoever they find, whoever pops up first on Google. So you need to actually keep contact with them and reactivate them again and again. And as I said, the whole idea of the video is to get to 3x your revenue without chasing new leads. So this is one of the ways, and you can do it a bunch of ways, but I'm gonna explain four. You can, for example, give them urgency of season, so they take action, and you can send them an email, SMS, or whatever that looks something like this. Fall cleanup season is here. Let's get your yard ready before winter hits. Book now and save 50%. And the thing is, with these people, they already trust you. So it's not going to be, they basically, you just need to put in a little bit of effort, and it's all automatic. So not even that, to get them into, customers again and to pay you again. And it's also less risk for them, because they have already seen your services and they trust you more than actually getting a new landscaping company that that it's going to be risky. Basically, they might do a good job, they might do a terrible job. So another way is to do a one-time discount as incentive to book again. So you send them an email, SMS, we miss you, book your next lawn care service and save 20%. And you're always, as I said, you need to add urgency, because life gets busy. So, for example, the offer is going to be valid until X date, probably not more than a week. I suggest doing that. So they feel valued because you actually got back to them, and they're going to be incentivized by the discount. So you need to do that. And another way is reminders of past success. So you can do this if you actually have, as most landscaping companies deliver a lot of services. So you can actually, instead of having to do this manually, I'm a big fan of automation, and I do it for clients automatically as well. So you segment, let's say you deliver, multiple, you have a range of services that you deliver, then, and you have all customers from all services, and then you just segment the customers that you've served with the service that you served them with, and then you just, for each service, you send them, for example, an email, like a specific email and SMS that looks very personalized to them, but it's just because you delivered that service to a lot of customers. And for example, it can look something like this: remember how great your lawn looked last summer. Let's do it again. Book today and enjoy 15% off. And then nostalgia builds trust and confidence in booking again. Because you remember how good that yard, for example, looked, and how their neighbors complimented them, and their family and their friends, when they came over, they complimented them. So you can kind of use that to your advantage. And the last one is to provide an added bonus instead of a discount. So instead of all of these, which are basically discounts and stuff like that, you can do this instead. For example, you can send them an email, SMS, and tell them, rebook your landscaping service this month and get a free flower bed refresh. So that kind of creates more value without cutting into your profit margins. So if you don't want to do any discounts or anything like that, because you think that you're gonna lose money, which isn't true, but if you believe that, then you can also use this one. So you deliver the main service that they want, and then you also give them that you think they would want, and then you give them something you add another service for free. Obviously, it needs to be something that's not that hard to do. That's not going to take you or your team a lot of time and work, but it's still going to give them the the value that they are looking for. And if they don't respond, then you still need to follow up. And once, let me actually go through this first. So all clients already trust your brand, as I said. So the cost of re-engaging them is significantly lower than acquiring a new customer. So since they already trust you, you don't really need to go and get even more leads and trust to do that, and try to basically do what I said in the beginning, which is get one paycheck from one customer. If you actually combine these two, if you do what I told you in this video, and you also get leads, and not just leads. If you watch my other videos, I'm a big fan of qualification. Leads that are qualified and that are ready to get your service now, to act now instead of waiting, weeks or months or whatever. If you combine these two, then you can literally skyrocket your company's revenue and scale in a very short period of time. So if you, for example, have an email list that has 500 past clients and only 10% book again, you've just secured 50 jobs automatically without spending a dime on ads. So you can just literally do this, or if you combine them, that's going to be even better for you. So after they claim this offer, or whatever you choose to do from these four, after they claim the offer, the beauty of all of this is that you can get them into the retention and referral program. So what we talked about earlier, so you can literally get them to this. You can send them stuff on their birthdays, maintenance deals, seasonal services. So for seasonal services, you can get them to 1 to 2 times a year maintenance deals. It really depends, but let's say one time every month or one time every 2 weeks. And then for birthdays, obviously once a year. So you get them to buy from you again and again. And also, you have now a referral system that you can use with them as well. You get them to refer people, and once they do, you get them to refer even more people for added benefits. And then after they do that, you actually go to the people that they have referred, and you just do the same thing. And yeah, this is honestly great. So thanks for watching the video. I hope it was valuable and it wasn't a waste of your time. If you want access to this document with all of this, so you can actually have the document on your hands basically, and you can see everything here, take notes, and if you want us to implement it for you, we can do that. But if you want just access and do it yourself, then you can do that as well. Please join my Facebook group. It's gonna be there. So I'm gonna share the document there. So if you want it, it's gonna be there. And if you want us to implement this for you with some other even better stuff, if you have watched my other videos, then just book a call and we'll go from there. Or you can just DM me on Facebook. Cheers.